everybody? Thank you for being here. Here we are, bringing it to the table. I'm Jared Aja.
Mike C. Mike Champ.
We got Serve here with us.
What's good with it? What's
Introduce
good?
yourself. We got
My name is Nicko the Sicko.
Nicko the Sicko, man.
Hold on, what does that even mean? Nicko the Sicko.
Nicko the
Sick in the
Sicko.
mind.
It's in the sense of that. I even looked up the definition of the word sicko, and it's mentally unstable and perverted person. And I just use the term sicko because I am mentally unstable in a sense.
What
Grizzly
in the
bear.
fuck?
Ain't we all mentally unstable
Grizzly
to
bear.
some degree, though?
Hey, that's a crazy ass name.
That is.
You know what I'm
Nicko the
saying?
Sicko.
Nicko the Sicko. Very attention catching.
I like
Yeah,
it.
You know what I'm saying?
It rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
It does.
It rhymed too.
Yeah,
And you're an artist, right?
yeah, I am an artist.
You're an
Serve's
artist
an
too, right, sir?
Yes, I am.
Hey,
Sir.
what's up? These T-shirts.
Long live Hog.
Long live Hob,
Oh,
man.
man.
Hob just recently
Rest
passed.
in
Yeah,
peace,
man.
my brother.
My brother, man.
And
We've had a hard month. This
Right.
last month, we've had Hob died. My wife, grandma, passed away.
the world's going to shit.
World's going to
Handbasket,
shit.
man. But you know, that doesn't change the perspective we have on the daily, right?
Right.
Which is
Yeah,
survival,
straight
and
up.
having to maintain a positive attitude and keep moving forward with our goals
True.
and providing for our families. So, you know, shout out to Hob, and just wanted to bring mention to that.
Long live.
Long live, man.
So, you know, me and Mike were talking about what to talk about on this episode. You know, we've been trying to do this podcast thing. This is episode number 6.
6.
Oh, man, 6. Man, come on now.
I appreciate y'all having me on number
Absolutely.
6.
Absolutely. 666 for the Nicko the Sicko.
Sicko, there you go.
We got this. But, you know,
Jeffrey Dahmer Jr.
Don't be throwing my name in there.
Not even Jeffrey
No?
Dahmer. Not
That's
even
too
Jeffrey-
sick?
Too sick. Too
Too
sick.
sick.
Like, too soon. Too soon. Too sick.
Too soon, too sick.
What kind of sick you think you are?
Yeah.
Well,
What's
it's
the
like
spectrum of the
Yeah,
sickness? This is a spectrum of sickness.
Yeah.
It's like the oohs and the eyes.
Oh, shit. Silence of the Lambs?
Oh shit.
That's pretty. It puts lotion all over your
Skin.
body. That type of
That's what he
Not
did.
even that. Not even that. More
It
like
does
the
what
doctor.
it's told.
More like the doctor. More
It
like
does
the
what
doctor.
it's
Doctor.
told.
Okay.
Doctor.
Yeah.
Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal Lecter. More like
Oh,
Hannibal Lecter.
smart.
Before we get into our conversation,
What?
my man Serve starting his catering stuff.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A catering business?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, that's what's up.
Serve them up, catering and barbecue. Yep, I've already got a couple of jobs. Got one in a couple of weeks. So yeah,
So, what area are you in?
man, I'm Austin.
Austin area,
Austin.
right?
I mean,
Austin
but
area.
yeah, I'll go around. I mean, if the money's there, Temple. Like,
Yeah,
like
for
you're
his
flying,
location.
you're flying next week for the bread. I mean, if the
Yeah.
money's there, I'll be there.
Yeah, right. We truck. So do you have like a trailer? Is
I'm
it
working
barbecue?
on that.
What
it's,
is it?
It's mobile. I'm working on all that. But
Got
I
it,
mean,
okay.
I got a big smoker, so you know,
Yeah, it can
I'm
go
just
down.
starting. The money that I make, I'm putting it in savings for the trailer and,
Yeah.
the food truck and all that. So
That is such a cool process. You know what
I
I'm
love
saying?
cooking too,
An
though,
idea,
so-
and then you start saving and you start strategizing. It gives you like a whole sense of mission. I mean, I think everybody should have some type of
If-
startup or hustle that they
once
should
I
be
get
behind.
going, I'm gonna have like Mike C. What's your favorite food? He gonna
Yeah.
wing. So I'm gonna have the champ wings.
Absolutely.
Jared, what's your favorite food? I'll call,
Yeah, I'll
the
come
Jared
up with-
Burger. So
Bam.
I want to have all my people that I'm close with on the
Yeah.
menu. That way, when people, man, what's some champ wings?
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying? And then at the same time, I'm promoting Mash Mob and our music.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm making money off the food.
Dude,
So
it all supports each other.
Yes.
You know, the thing I love about Mike and just like knowing him that's always attracted me to like wanting to collaborate and work with Mike is the sense that he does have that type of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like diversifying, hustling, having one thing support the other thing, like the network of they call it like the internet of things,
Right.
How everything's connected.
I'm
And
a
that's-
human internet.
Now you the human internet,
well,
man.
they do say you are who you hang with.
That's right.
So you
And-
put yourself in the presence of people like you, Mike C, that's go-getters. Hey, got to go, let's go get it. Then you start thinking the same way.
Absolutely.
And I'm not going to lie, a lot of Mike C has rubbed off on me knowing him through the years of,
Yeah.
hey, there's only one way to do it. You got to go get it yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
Period.
And I can respect no grand mission. You know, even for my son, I have little brothers. I meet people younger than me. And the only thing I could tell them, man, is like radically claim your independence as a man and be self-sufficient, have a high-value skill, not need nothing from nobody. Because once you get to that place, then you can start fucking around in the world. You know what I'm saying?
And
but until then, you're not good to nobody. Not even yourself.
And that right there brings us to our topic.
Yes, it does.
Relationships.
So yeah, the first thing about relationships is, man, you have to work on yourself, be independent, figure out how to be a superior man. Mike, from that book, what is something you learned, and how would you classify a superior man? Just to get that out, because I think that's the first step.
I would classify a superior man as someone who knows himself inside and out. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you know yourself, any situation that's placed in front of you, you know inside and outside how you can handle it, how it should be handled, and the consequences of each, decision you make on how to handle.
Did you have somebody to model after, or did you just pick that up on your own?
Life is the greatest modeler and teacher ever. Because everything in life is a lesson. You started out doing videos, right?
Yeah.
You helped 1 million people. How many of those people said, hey, Jared Aja did this?
Yeah.
Not
too many, it is what it is.
And you know why they don't do that? It's because those people don't know their self enough to be able to give somebody else recognition without it feeling like it's taken away from them.
Yeah, that's deep.
When you give somebody, like I said, if you know yourself, anything that you give out, you will get back.
That's that karmic.
You know what I'm saying?
Karmic retribution, man.
And it's the same. If you give out bad energy, you're going to get that back too.
Yeah.
I feel like that's such a weird paradox for people to acknowledge, though. There's like, you either have to believe that, because that's like an elusive thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, I have to put something out to receive it in the future, or just putting that energy out, because it's not tangible. And most people are like, oh, I don't believe that shit. And they just keep doing the same thing and acting the same way.
Bad results.
Right, but they don't get it. It's like this elusive paradox that you have to somehow evolve to like grasp that concept.
It's kind of like,
and that's why, again, I fuck with people who grasp that concept, even, no matter how rough it is, right? If you can grasp it, like us, oh, we have shit to talk about.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm trying to refine it more and more because I know it's important.
It's kind of like what they say, you are what you eat.
Yeah.
You are You are who you hang with.
If anything, I believe that the mind is like a computer. You can program it, and what you put in is kind of like the program that you're going to run.
Yeah.
I agree.
What do you think? What's your idea?
Superior man, like a
superior
alpha,
male.
Just look at him. He's right here.
A go-getter, somebody that provides for their family, don't back down from nothing.
Yeah.
If you're hungry, you go get it. Not a beggar, you provide for your own, and like you said, believe in yourself too, that you can do these things. So, somebody that takes care of the family, and like I said, works just a straight up.
You have like an example of that happened to you in life that made you realize that.
Yeah, did you have something to model after, or did you just like?
No, it was just past relationships. Me not being a superior male, ended up in bad relationships, getting cheated on.
Yeah.
Getting lied to. So when you finally realize that, hey, you got to step up your game and be a real man, then this shit's not going to happen anymore.
Man.
So once you realize that and you take what's yours, because we're men, we want what we want.
Life is about
and you
taking
gotta take
man.
it. You got to take it. You can't let life take you. You can't let relationships run you over. You got to be superior with your kids. You can't let, these days, kids talk back to their parents, their dad, and dads be sitting there on their video game, that's, you know what I'm saying? Instead of getting up and putting their foot in their ass, you know what I'm saying?
But you also got to remember nowadays, kids are having kids.
Right.
But kids always.
But if you're a superior male in your family and you're like,
Grandma,
this ain't happening.
Now,
I hear you though. That's what I'm saying.
But if you're like, this shit ain't happening, and it happens, and you're not a superior. You know what I'm saying? I know stuff does
There's
happen.
levels to this shit.
Yeah, there's levels
right?
to it. So
and
you
I'm
just
trying
gotta
to be at that level, top level.
Yeah. So, and I want my kids to be superior males when they grow up and know how to take life by the horns. You know what I'm saying, and run with it. So
and that's up to you. You know, you set an example.
Right.
Let them know. Look, man, shit. Pop did it. Let me go do what he did.
Right.
You also want to let them know, shit.
There's
You
bad
can do
things.
what I did.
Yeah.
But do it better than me.
Do it better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all being a superior man is, man. Realizing the map of your life. Using that map, passing that map and them roads along to other people so they can figure it out themselves. Because we not superheroes.
No.
You know
Not
what I'm
by
saying?
any means.
We not no higher power, or some people may think we are. You know, we cut ourselves, we heal, yeah. But at the same time, like, we don't have the power to see into the future. And neither does your children. But you can learn from your past. You can't learn from what you can't see. You know what I'm saying?
Or what you haven't
I've
been
definitely
through.
learned
You don't
from my
know what
past.
you don't
I've
know.
definitely learned from my past. There's no, I mean, I wouldn't trade nothing in the world for what I've
Yeah.
seen and what I've experienced. But I've definitely learned how to become a superior man from my mistakes of what I've done. You know what I mean?
I think it's very important for my own thing too, man. Like, I had to learn firsthand on making some big mistakes in life and ending up places for me to really realize, like, no, that's not what I want, right? And I always say this. I said this in a couple episodes before, but it was like, I can't trust people that ain't been through nothing. Right? Like,
statement.
because character is like being mined under the pressure, and it's, if you haven't gone through that process, how can one's character be truly like graded if it has never been tested?
Right.
Right? And so again, I think everybody here has had enough life experience to be like, oh shit, I am just a man that has to do and take and get everything from the bottom up. And so I'm going to have enough humbleness and respect for myself that I treat others with respect. I mean, Mike, you've always treated me with respect, and I've always treated you with respect. I respect that, right?
Yeah.
I meet other people, and they just ain't got no fucking respect. And it's like, oh, no, I can't fuck with you because we're going to end up, no, okay, no. So I like to collect people that have that common sense of respect.
What about you, Nicko? Nicko the Sicko.
With the superior man?
Yeah.
My belief in that is just to be able to provide. That's my number one thing, is to be able to provide.
Provide for who though?
For
Yourself or
for
others?
myself, for others. But I've come to believe in my own way, in my own thinking. I like to make other people happy. I like to put a smile on everybody else's face more than I do myself.
Give me $600, I'll be happy.
Me too.
Well, I understand what you mean. It's
In the
selflessness.
sense, yeah, selflessness, and in the way of just basically being, I'll be happy if I see other people happy. You know, before myself, I put others before myself in a sense, and that's what I think. In the sense of being a superior and being able to provide, that's what I believe.
And sometimes that doesn't work out, right?
Yes, because
you have a story.
Yes, I do have a story, and that's just for me putting heavy on providing more than the other one of being respected and everything like that. Because a person can, in the sense, be able to provide, but he's not respected. He can be able to do this, pay the bills, pay for whatever, but still not be respected.
Yeah.
It's a give and take, and you got to have balance in both to be able. And that's what I never had. That's what
Here's my thing about the whole superior man and why we're asking this question is because we're talking about relationships. And so in relationships, from the male's perspective, right, it is always the task to garner the respect of our woman so that she can respect us and nurture, do like everything she's supposed to do because we're doing what we're supposed to do.
Right.
And I think this book, The Way of the Superior Man, the premise of it, man, was talking about masculine energy and feminine energy. Mm-hmm. And it's like when I started to become aware of those two dynamics, even me and my wife together, we started to agree to be like, I will play the more masculine role and she will take on the more feminine role. And we will together evolve and learn more about those things so that we can be in polarity with each other and have good connection and not be at friction. Like the worst thing in my life that could happen right now is like for me and my wife to start competing on who makes more money every month.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a battle we don't want to have.
You don't want to have that. No,
but if roles are confused and the man makes the woman feel just as much responsible for the finances. Now everyone's different, but I'm just saying in mine, with the polarity of the masculine and feminine, I feel like it's my job as the masculine to allow her the space to live in her divine feminine, be emotional and intuitive and nurturing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I need to cultivate a space for her to be that. And I was reading this other book, real quick, a quote. It was How to Become a Barbarian. I started rereading it, and they were just talking about how life for men is struggle. It is competition. And to realize that no matter how good you are, you will still fail.
See,
Ain't that a man?
I can agree with that, but I can disagree with that.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to tell you why.
Hit me with that.
Because as far as competition, the only person I feel like you should be in competition with is yourself.
Yeah.
You should be trying to be a better man than you were yesterday.
I hear, no, there's
But
that
there's
aspect
gonna
as
be,
well.
but there's gonna be
But
somebody
we are living
else
in a
that's in
world of
competition with
competition.
you. Even though you're
For
in
the respect
with
of your
yourself,
children,
you always
your
gonna have
woman.
somebody else being in competition with you, trying to be better than you, trying to.
But that goes back to knowing yourself. You don't have, like, I feel like people engage with stuff they don't have to engage with.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you engage with things like that, that allows you to not become superior.
Right.
It takes away from you it takes away from you not just as a man, but then it takes away from your family too, because now you're focused on, well, how do I be better than this?
There's
How do I be
balance.
better than that?
This is what I would say on that, and where I was coming from is that there's a saying. It's like you can't experience joy without feeling pain.
Yeah.
So you can't experience confidence without experiencing friction. And for a man to be aware that the world presents opportunities every day for friction, it allows us to be more aligned with who we are. You know, my answer for the superior man is having a definite purpose. Like, as a man, if you have a purpose, you can blaze a path and go conquer and claim what is yours, because that is what the feminine is going to follow.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing worse than a guy who is not on his mission and he's chasing the love of and attention of some woman or some job or anything outside of that, because that's a dead end, right?
Nephew.
What?
Tell your
Like-
story, nephew.
What?
That's what you
I
just.
know.
What is
I
it?
want to hear the story
What
too.
you just said.
Okay.
What you just.
I
tell
wanna
the
hear the
nephew.
story.
Please tell the story.
Of me.
Is that not what he just
Yeah,
explained?
he just explained that, and that was just me chasing a woman because
Okay, I don't know. Tell me, what happened?
Don't tell the whole story.
Yeah, just-
summarize it.
But
That way-
it happens, you chasing a woman, okay?
Yeah, I
And
was
not
chasing
you're
a
on your
woman.
mission.
Yeah, I wasn't on my mission. I was just chasing a woman. I went all the way from Texas to freaking Indiana,
Oh,
to
yeah?
Nebraska, all the way back over around here,
Okay.
just to drive her to the arms of another man.
Oh
Damn.
wow.
After fucking over people that I considered family and everything like that, I fucked them over and did all that, skip my whole bail, everything like that.
See, this is the whole thing. Like, women, they need something. I'm not coming to just at you, but it's just like, if you give in to what all that they
Yeah.
want,
They gonna want
then
more.
they're not gonna respect you.
Nope.
And that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, you always know, like, if you see on the stuff online, it's like, you know, you have to be focused on your fucking mission, whatever that is. That's the first step. Because as the leader, like, again, if a man ain't making no money, if he's not out there with aspiration and trying to make something of himself, other men won't respect him, but then women ain't gonna respect him either.
That's true.
Not because we know in evolutionary history, women look for two things, provision and protection.
Mm-hmm.
okay, I heard this concept of just a story. Okay, so, women who find an alpha male will be able to have less children with them because the children that they do have are going to be well protected and well cared for. Out in the caveman days, a saber-toothed tiger wasn't going to get them, and they weren't going to starve to death, right? And then, so they have this concept like the men who were beta males who couldn't provide and protect as much, they had to have 20 children because majority of them were going to get eaten by saber-tooths, and the man couldn't provide the food to keep them all alive. Yeah. Like, those were real fucking struggles.
But see, I feel like
makes a lot of sense.
Right? Wasn't that a crazy concept?
Yeah, it does.
I feel like we live in a different time now, though. Like,
but times can't be that different.
They are, though.
They are. Women are.
Like, all my women independent, that shit right there, that really changed everything, bro. Because now, you got, we talked about this, remember? You got women that want to be in the position of the man. They want.
There's women out here that are better than a lot of these guys.
You feel
out here.
Me?
They got better jobs. They more responsible.
They
got
dress
their shit
nicer.
together. I'm saying, like, what? And these dudes are just out here bumming, be like,
but
oh no, I'm just doing nothing. I'm like, what?
It's because society took that away. They took that. They basically took the right of the man to be a man.
They trying hard as fuck to take it away.
So,
you hear this concept, the feminization of men, right? You've heard this. It's within many cultures, subcultures. Like this message is apparent, and then you start looking at what's in our foods, the medications people be taking. They're, on a higher level, things are happening, right? It's harder to control independent thinkers. That's why they want us all watching the same TikToks. They want us watching the same news.
Yep.
They want us afraid. They want us to own less and be happy. Like, this whole narrative...
I was talking to him about this the other day. Me and him talk about crazy shit on phone.
Right?
I was like, girls ain't like it like when we was growing up. The girls that we used to date, remember, we passed letters, or it was bad to be a hoe.
Yeah,
you call a bitch a hoe. You call a girl a hoe. Oh my gosh, you're a hoe. Nobody want to mess with her. These days, it's cool to be a hoe. No, but man, it's cool to be a hoe. If you get called a hoe, they like, you show right, I'm a hoe. Shit. How many, you know what I'm saying? Like, women, so back with women wanting what it's not the same as...
It's the brainwashing.
Right. Girls are growing up different these days. They all want big old asses and long eyelash. They, not the genuine beauty. And they all want to, how many guys can you fuck? Have sex with in a month. Well, I did 4. Well, shit, I had a train run on me, and I had
what?
Yeah. No, this is a girl. Yeah, and I had a. No, I'm telling you, girls are like that these days,
I'm joking. I know what you're saying. But again, it's this corruption that's going on. A lot of it, you see it in the media and the culture, and it's again, women. You don't need your men. That's why even with government assistance and like there's all these like narratives, the conspiracies, right? But here we are living in 2022, and it's like the results. Remember, say don't judge a man or a situation off of its intentions or its actions. Judge the situation based on the results of the actions.
Yeah.
Like where are we at currently, and what we're looking around is like there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of sketchiness.
Yep.
There's a lot of just false information out there. And at the end of the day, all we can do is like become true with ourselves, know ourselves, have a definite purpose
Stay
in
on
life.
your path.
Get your fucking path, because a man needs to be able to blaze that path to have a family. I heard a saying on TikTok today. I was like, you can't have generational wealth if you never have a family. It's like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
And in order to have a family, what do you have to do? Provide and protect. Yeah. So how do you provide and protect? Get a fucking mission, get a purpose, get a high value skill, get someone that is down for you and you're down for them, and build something like an empire type shit.
Yeah.
Come on now, it's like not that complicated, but people out here preaching other shit.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
And that's what it's designed to do. It's designed to confuse you, man. Like,
Jada and Will Smith.
There you go.
Come on, Jada.
There
I just
you go.
interjected.
There you go.
Confused. Like, for Will to go slap that dude.
Yeah, if your woman has that much on you just for a joke that a comedian is joking.
And then he laughed, and then she didn't, and he went up and did it. It was just the whole thing. It was crazy. Okay, I got a conspiracy though.
Staged.
Yeah, conspiracy. Okay, Pfizer sponsored the Grammys. Do you know that? They were the sponsor. Pfizer. So they are coming out and releasing a new drug that cures, guess what?
AIDS.
Alopecia.
What? I said
Will
AIDS.
Smith just said
what his wife got.
that's what his wife
Wow.
got. So they did a publicity stunt, allegedly, to get alopecia in the media. Talk about a publicity stunt.
Staged.
Like these people are smart,
why did
dude.
Will Smith slap him? Because of that.
Because of that.
Yep.
They gonna
Wow.
sell a shitload of alopecia because you know what's a side effect of COVID-19 is loss of hair.
Really?
Yeah, that's
It's
true. I've read
fucking
about
everywhere, dude.
Staged.
So
that. I just thought he wanted to get the Oscar.
he got the Oscar.
Yeah, but I thought that's why he got the Oscar. I thought that was.
Because he slapped the shit out of Chris.
Yeah, he
I
lost a
don't
lot of
like
shit.
that.
Netflix stopped his movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
no way.
They are not playing. He had a Netflix movie.
Yeah.
They're not putting it out.
The
Nope.
Academy too. Like he not in there.
He lost a lot of
Again,
But that
over a female.
well, over a female, and that's manipulation. If anything I fight in my life is manipulation. You know, I
To-
try not to manipulate others, and I definitely don't want no one
to see
manipulating
what
me.
I thought was a strong man become that weak in that moment, it tells you a lot about where we're going. You know what I'm saying? Where things are going to. The women, don't kill me, women, are gonna be the men now. If we don't step up,
Yeah, if we don't step up, but not
do
my house.
what would we
You know, I'm
supposed
stepping
to
up.
do, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like y'all just said. You know, you got women out here with better jobs than men and
More
dressing
ambition.
better than men.
Yeah.
You got women being more CDL truck drivers than there are
And-
men being truck drivers.
Right, you got men at home
Yeah.
taking
That's
care of the
what-
kids,
yeah.
cooking dinner, washing clothes, cleaning house, and the wife come home and throw the briefcase on the
Now, you
table.
know, not every situation, like, you gotta have respect. Some people have different temperaments and stuff like that. Like, I respect the unique situations that
Right.
are out there, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, for me and mine, and something we all relate on, is like, I try to be the best man I can be. Right?
Yeah.
And that's all,
That's
I think
what
that's
it is.
what we're getting at, is like, as we continue to, like, define what a superior man is, that's all that we want to do, is like, that's my vision of what I'm going after. And so the next since we defined that, the next thing that we wanted to talk about was,
Perfect relationship.
is there such thing as a perfect relationship?
No.
Right? I mean, it just seems self-evident to just say, like,
I think there is. I think y'all wrong.
tell me about it. What's
there
your
is.
perfect relationship look like?
So, once again, I go back to knowing yourself.
Okay.
A relationship is a situation.
Situationship.
And what I mean by that is if you know if you go out and do something you're not supposed to do, that shit gonna make your wife mad.
Yeah.
Totally.
That's knowing yourself. You know, not putting yourself in situations like that, you know.
Self-awareness.
So-
yeah.
Like you said, women will test us. So
To see if you are who you say you are.
with you being the man that you say you are, if a woman tests you and you know yourself, you know how to handle that situation because you know she's testing you. You know,
But why is
because
she
they're
testing?
gonna test you.
Well, because
right.
you know why?
But is that a
because
perfect relationship if your wife is constantly testing you to see what you're gonna do? No.
They're gonna,
What if she
they're gonna
didn't,
test
though?
you no matter what forever.
Right.
Until
Right.
you die. I heard of this another evolutionary reason why is because women have to take more of the responsibility of childbirthing. And so, like, for a woman to get pregnant, that's a whole year, 18 years of fucking nurturing that she's committed to now.
Right.
For us, we could pump and dump. And I go have 20 kids out
He
there.
said pump it down.
But for real,
that.
so again, it's a psychological thing of women are like testing you, like, if I feel that you're gonna leave me, now she has no one to provide and protect for her and her children now. Now they're gonna die, be cold, blah blah blah. Get eaten by saber-tooths. So again, they're constantly testing for you to be the man, and it's hard in these long-term relationships because we get comfortable and she feels like she knows you now, or you know her, and things get boring, you start testing and blah blah blah. But that's why there's a trick to like keeping that shit up tempo, and you gotta maintain, and through testing and the friction, you can keep reestablishing the parameters of your situation.
But does that still make a perfect relationship?
You don't need.
It's a perfect process, but no relationship is at a perfect state.
Right.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. There's no such thing as a perfect relationship. There's disagreements. There's disagreements. A perfect relationship.
There has to be.
Do you like chocolate?
Yes.
I like chocolate.
At the beginning,
we both don't like vanilla. You know, a perfect relationship minds, y'all gotta see eye to eye and everything like the same. Yeah.
Women and men are like yin and yang. They go together.
They go together.
They make a perfect circle or synergy. That's what I'm. Let me take my glasses off. Hold on. I feel like y'all not hearing me. So when you get in a relationship, the beginning of the relationship is perfect. Y'all fucking, y'all going to dates, y'all going on trips, and then everything slows down. And that's when all the tension starts to come. When that tension comes, that's when you're supposed to figure out yourself. Because if you figure out yourself, then you know your woman. If you don't know yourself, you can't know that woman.
No, and I agree to that.
Hold on, let me finish. If you don't know that woman or know yourself, then that relationship will never be perfect. You know what I'm saying? I tell nephew all the time, everything has balance. Once you find the balance, and that shit stays like that, that is perfect as fuck. You will never argue with that woman again. I guarantee it. Because you know.
I disagree.
I know y'all disagree.
I've been together 18 years.
Yeah, and I've been with my wife 13.
Arguments,
there is.
It's because y'all allow them to be arguing.
No, because you're gonna agree to everything that she asks you.
You don't have to agree. It's how you talk to your woman. Listen,
but that's different.
No,
you're saying that there will never be a problem.
There will never be a problem that you can't fix.
Okay, well, no, I agree with that. But I'm just saying there are rising tension points.
There's been disagreements at the beginning of the relationship.
So let me ask you: in the past week, has you and your girl talked about what y'all gonna eat for dinner?
Yeah, and there's no disagreements.
So if she says shrimp,
I'm gonna eat something else. She gonna eat shrimp, and I'm gonna eat something else.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Y'all making it.
No, we're not saying that you shouldn't resolve the tension points.
There shouldn't be tension. If you've been with your wife 18 years and you can't talk to her, that means you need another woman. That is not the lady. Bro, listen to what I'm telling you.
Mike said it. We done.
Listen, y'all not listening.
I'm sleeping in Mike's garage today.
Just like you asked me, well, if y'all eat this, and she say, well, I don't eat shrimp. She knows I don't eat shrimp.
Right.
So
I just threw that out there.
I'm saying that, and that's what I'm gonna use. She knows I don't eat shrimp. So when she say she eats shrimp, you know what she automatically says? What do you want to eat? And it's vice versa, because we've got to a point to where there's balance. So there's no reason for conflict.
Yeah, those good communication.
You know what I'm saying? And the disagreements, we don't have disagreements. Because now
me and my wife does.
I know myself, and she knows me just like she knows herself.
Yeah.
Me and my wife do.
And that's the whole point I'm trying to tell you. Then you still searching for yourself.
No, because I'm in a relationship. I got kids and bills and a job, and there's times there's times that I am a stressed male. I can be stressed out. I can come from work, and
but you know what
I don't take it out on my wife.
But you know what stress is? It's not knowing how to deal with something. Meaning you don't know the inside of yourself, bro.
I hear you.
So when
I
you
hear
get
you.
stressed out,
and I agree,
bro. When you get stressed out, it's because you allow yourself to be stressed out. Say if you go to work and you tell somebody to do something and they don't do it, and you're like, "Fuck, done." You the boss, right?
Yeah.
So you can tell them hoes, nigga, I'm writing you up. If you don't do that shit, you're fired.
Yeah.
No stress.
Yeah.
But instead of doing that, you're like, damn.
We allow ourselves to become emotional.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. It's the same thing in a relationship, bro. If a woman will stress you out if she know you can, if they know they can.
Yeah. 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
But once you know yourself and they know you can't get stressed out, then there's no disagreements.
Do you know where that comes from? all of like the biggest, it's called Stoicism. And I wanted to read you guys the definition, but the Stoicism, man, come on, hand clap for my man. You know, because that was a good point to articulate. You know, and I agree. Like again, a man has to be hyper self-aware, and if you know yourself, then you know what is. Anyway, so Stoicism is the endurance of pain or hardship without the display of feelings and without complaint. Stoicism was, I think, talked a lot about by Marcus Aurelius. A lot of other like top level dudes that are managing wars and conquering the world, like high level shit. And they practice this belief of Stoicism, that I'm so self-aware that things aren't happening to me, things are happening around me, and I'm observing. And I'm strategically, without emotion, making calculations and moves and decisions, acting within my masculine. What's happening, but with no emotion. Because what is emotion? Feminine energy is raw expression of emotion. The more we are acting in our feminine and not in our masculine, we find ourselves more upset, frustrated, lashing out at people. You know what I'm saying? We find ourselves more getting hurt feelings. Someone didn't include me. Someone didn't tag me. Someone said this a certain way to me. You're acting in your feminine. You're feeling shit. Yeah. Stop feeling, man. If you either confront me head on, then we can go at it. But if not, I'm ignoring you because I'm on my fucking mission as a man.
Yeah, and that's like I said, that's mastering yourself, bro. Yeah. Like it's almost having like an outer body experience. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When your girl telling you, you know you want to do something, you already told her, and she just da. So I'm gonna give you an example. You know what I'm saying? They say a woman is arguing with you, and you already done had this argument. Yeah. You know the best way to stop the argument? You ask a woman, how can we fix it? Yeah. You know why? Because now she has to stop yelling and arguing with you. Because at the end of the day, women are emotional and they need attention.
They don't even want the resolution. They just want
the attention.
Yeah. Give them that. You know what I'm saying? Let them have it. Like
that's being aware. That's being self-aware.
Yeah, but if you just give them too much attention, then at some point in time they're gonna be all like, I don't want all this attention. I would want him to stop caring less. Like,
no,
you know how
that's the wrong woman.
That's the wrong woman because a true feminine would be like the thing I love. Sorry, go ahead.
But in the sense of like, you know, you a single man and you go to a bar and how they say all the time, a woman isn't looking for the person who's like right there. She's looking for the person who's ignoring her, not the one who's always giving her attention.
That may have been true about 30 years ago. Now.
Woman,
they want that attention. They on Instagram.
If your wife walked out of that bathroom with girlfriend and she dressed up and you don't tell her that she looks beautiful, she will go find a man that will tell her 100%. That she looks beautiful. So that attention needs to be
The thing I was gonna say, man, the thing I love about my wife for 18 years is that again, she has that for me, and we can reciprocate that to each other. She's not out there looking for it. The second someone started looking out somewhere else, fucked. Either you're not doing something right, you need to make some change in that polarity, right? Or that's not the one, man. Yep. That's the worst type of problems to have. Is just a chick who just don't respect you or find you like that you're the one. Yeah. You have to find the chick that says you're the one. Yep. And you have to be someone worth being the one. You have to be the one. Yep. You know, and that's a crazy...
And you become the one.
Oh, Neo-S. Yeah. I am the one. The chosen one, right?
The way you become the
one. Pips don't choose, they get chose.
Yeah. My wife thanked me the other day for being her best friend.
That's you know what I'm saying?
And it was after we drove to Beaumont for her grandma's Florida, and she like made a point to say thank you for being my lover, my friend, and being there for me when I need you the most. Yeah. And with any up, you know what I mean? Yes. So like you said, the one. Yeah, that's good shit.
That's good shit.
And that's why I say a lot of the times, like what you said, when a woman becomes emotional, a man becomes emotional.
That's true.
But that's the trap. a man should be stoic
Come on, that's what I was just finna say.
and emotionless and be like, I understand what's going on here.
And yes, just like in that situation,
Yeah.
I wasn't emotional with her. I was there.
100%.
I was there for her to wasn't emotional, but to cater her for
Yes.
her.
So
Facilitate an
She
experience.
didn't have to ask me, babe, are we gonna go down there? I told her, babe, I'm taking you to your grandma's.
Masculine energy.
We
making
are
decisions.
going. There's not a decision here for me or you to make. I'm telling you, I'm taking you down there to Beaumont.
Women
So
love
without
that.
the emotions, so not being emotional, but what about communicational?
Communication is key.
So-
If the second I stop talking, man, 18 years, there will be time like maybe I try to like not talk to her for like more than 24 hours. Living in the same home? No.
Shit don't.
You're gonna have to ask her something.
So if
you're
you're
gonna
woman-
have to.
So
Maybe bring me
communication
the toilet
is key,
paper.
bro.
Yeah, something.
You have to over communicate and learn that. You
and
know,
that's where
the more
you
communication,
don't
the less
have
problems.
disagreements, and that's
Yes.
what I meant.
You
When I
are
said
over communicating
balance and
balance with each
that,
other.
that you will never have an argument.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
No, I agree
when
with
I
that.
say you will never have an argument, bro, because if you communicate enough, there will be no reason to argue.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? That's why I was saying like, well, damn, if you know, if you said if you don't eat shrimp and she wants shrimp, she already know because we already done communicated that shit a few times. The shrimps are cockroaches, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
that's
I just.
If y'all are watching a freaking, like you said, don't be emotional, but communicational. Okay,
Yes.
okay. In the sense of your woman is crying to you, like she's expressing her emotions.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
so
be
you
that
can
shoulder to cry
communicate.
on.
You can communicate that, but not be emotional in the sense of you start crying with her, you start like
Yeah, you don't
getting
have to do
tissues
that.
and all that crap
Right.
like that. Okay,
Sometimes-
Because is it really your issue?
yeah.
It's not
Let
about
me-
you.
But you can-
it's about
1883.
her.
The movie. If y'all ain't seen 1883,
I saw a couple episodes.
Tim McGraw is a perfect example of what he's saying. He had to ride off with his daughter, but did he show his sadness in front of his wife?
No.
He waited till he got to that tree with his daughter and
Right.
she died in his lap, and he didn't even let the emotion run off to her. That's when he cried.
That's a bad.
Hey,
it was
That's a
over.
bad.
Huh?
After
she died is when he knew she was dying. The wife was crying. He didn't cry not one time until she took her last breath. Then his emotions came out because he did not want his daughter and his wife to see his emotion to make them hurt even more because he's hurt.
Yeah.
If he breaks, everybody
He's
breaks.
broken. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
You know what I'm
supposed to be
saying?
Like he
alive.
was treating
supposed to be the
he was
rock.
treating his daughter like she wasn't gonna die, but knew that she was gonna die. Oh, you gonna be all right? Come on, He didn't show any kind of emotion, even though he knew, hey, my daughter gonna die any day.
See, that's
So-
a superior man, right? And they have examples of this in movies and shows. And again, as my son turned 9 years old yesterday, I have the opportunity to watch certain movies with him, right?
Right.
Like one I'm looking forward to is like a Braveheart. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Some of these other man movies that just show like Rockies,
Yeah.
like there's these men out, there's these ideologies of what a man should aspire to be like. Not saying that all the flaws, but you need that. Those are good things. And I again, the movies, Mike and me vibe out on movies all the time, man. They tell the future in the movies, right?
Straight
And
up.
Especially The Simpsons.
especially The Simpsons, man. I don't know. I wonder what's the next prediction going to be from The Simpsons.
They already,
What hit me
the
with?
war with Ukraine. You didn't see that already?
No, I didn't see the one.
Look up Simpsons war with Ukraine.
Okay.
They're all in a big NATO meeting with the world, and
Yeah.
then Ukraine and Russia starts on The Simpsons. A big war.
Dang. The Simpsons.
The
So
fucking
yeah,
Simpsons.
man, I don't know. The relationships, I dig it. I only like the conversation because I'm aspiring to be better in my own relationships with my children, with my wife, and these
I'm telling you,
conversations
man,
are good.
I'm
man.
like the Black Gandhi. Listen,
I see you. You got them
Yeah,
incense
I
in your
mean,
hand.
it started glowing.
Two incense in your hand, smoking.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and the key to all of that, man, is mastering yourself.
So is it mastering yourself or loving yourself? Like how they say you gotta love
They're the
yourself.
same.
It's
They're
one
the
and
same.
You can't master
bro.
yourself
More
until you love yourself enough
And
to
you
care.
can't love somebody else if you don't love yourself. It's one and the same. You feel
One and
me?
the same, okay.
Yeah.
If you know yourself, you can be a provider. You can be.
You know how to
strong.
provide.
You
You
know
know
what I'm
how to
saying?
be strong.
You know.
And what if you just end up missing one of those things?
Then you have tomorrow and later this evening to work on it.
We're gonna make
watching
make
this-
mistakes.
Oh man, I was watching this video this week, and it was some deep shit, and it was studying these two books. One was Mastery by Robert Greene, and the other one was called Cyber Kinetics, and it was like about the mind and how it works. But they were talking about a man should aspire for like 3 things, and I think I only remember 2 of them. But the first one was deep observation, and that's where like self-awareness comes from. Like a man, like, you know, you asked me before, like, Jared, how many friends you got? It's like, I come hang out with Mike sometimes, but I ain't got no real friends.
That's it.
Because a lot of the free time that I have is to my kids, my wife, and then to myself for deep observation.
People that call themselves your friends are just associates.
Who am I? What am I focused on? How do I feel? What am I aspiring for? That's the bubble I live in. So that deep observation is very important. And then the second thing was taking radical action on the observations that you make about your life. Like, I want to be super wealthy. I want to work for nobody. I want to have all of my time to follow the pursuits and happiness that I find willing at the time for myself. And I want to just be there for my kids. That's what I want. So if I know that I want that, I can't go get a job at Wendy's and be comfortable.
No.
I can't go drive a truck and never be with my kids. I start eliminating a lot of fucking options, and then I start ending up on my path through deep observation, and then I take actions on that observation.
So you're pushing yourself, or what in a sense pushes you? Because to me, whenever I talk about a superior man, and it took me trying to chase a woman and everything like that to think to myself, hey, I need to be better than what I was, to observe myself from what I was a year ago, 2, 3, 4 years ago. Because I used to just have like a regular retail job and everything like that, but now I'm doing a trade.
Nice.
Now I'm
making more money.
Yeah, I'm making more money. I have a house now,
That's what's
2
up.
vehicles. I'm doing more because at the same time
This is good.
I was driven to provide for a woman,
right,
and be that
ended
superior
up
man.
providing for yourself.
Yeah, in
So-
a sense of just
What drives you to keep going once you hit a certain level of comfortability? Is that the question?
yes, like what drives you to be the superior man, and like yourself, or what's your drive?
No, I get it. You know, I think life is in stages, and we all know this. And okay, when I was 18 to like 22 years old, I cared about no one but myself. I was out there running the streets, doing what I did, getting in trouble, just living that type of lifestyle, right?
Yes, sir.
And then I met Alana, and then I had someone else to like respect and care for, and then I ended up having children. And when I had my first kid, to me, number one, the driving factor is like, I don't ever want to be disrespected by another man because I don't make enough money, I don't have enough status, I don't have enough power, so I'll do the push-ups, I'll try to make more money, I'll try to position myself by doing podcasts and things. There's something in me that doesn't want to be disrespected or overthrown by the world or other men, right? So, but then, once I had my first child, oh shit, like, I really wish that I would have had someone to hand me at 21 years old or 18 a condominium building, and that's a cash flow stream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I was 18, I would have really liked to have some other things positioned for me, and I didn't get to have that, and I'm like, man, I have the opportunity to do that for my kids. Like, you know, I believe that the whole world is nothing but systems created by other men, right? And within those systems, there's levels and degrees and stuff. There's like, oh, you know, I can't talk with you because you're like a lower level
Right.
than me. Oh, shit. But I object those beliefs, but I know that they're real. right?
Yeah.
And so as a man, the self-awareness, I'm like, okay, if the world is operating at a certain level and they have these certain criterias of success and what it looks like, I know that doesn't mean anything to my true inner motives and daily dealings, but I still have to play in that realm. You know, in the 48 Laws of Power, they say people who opt out of the power game don't get to opt out. Yeah. They just make themselves more vulnerable to people who actually have any bit of power. And the worst thing in life is to have some fuckhead who gets a little bit of power, abuse that power on people who have no fucking power.
True.
Russia. He lives at 579.
And to add on to that, nephew, at the end of the day, getting to know yourself, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes.
Oh man.
You're going to. You feel me?
It's part of it.
You know, that builds character. That helps you along, like I said before, on your journey, your path. We all on a map, bro.
Yeah, it's just a game.
You know what I'm saying? Perfect
just
example, game of life. We all on a map. We all on the road, on the map, and we driving somewhere. Some people know where they're going. Some people just driving. You might even ride by some niggas stopped at the gas station because they don't know which way to go.
True. And then there's other people taking 2 steps back. And
you know what I'm saying? People turning around. All of that stuff is because, one, people are maybe trying to find themselves or trying to get to know each other, or people just don't give a fuck to
and
do
they
that.
out there.
Yeah.
They just don't give a fuck.
They don't care. And like, once you know yourself, you will recognize those type of people.
Yeah.
You will know how to deal with those type of people. Because you're going to have to deal with somebody that don't give a fuck.
Man.
You know how millionaires and billionaires
don't give a
become how they are? They never get comfortable. They always want more. When I get $1 million, I'm going to want 2.
Yeah.
When you get 2,
but that's the
I want
trick.
4.
Like,
you know
every person has to find that out for themselves. Like,
so you should never be comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Comfort is the killer.
That, and especially in relationships. He was just saying that. When you get comfortable, you're like, shit.
I don't have to say I love you today.
Have excitement.
Yeah.
That's
you know,
like
like,
want a little bit of excitement.
Yeah, but you don't have to like do nothing crazy either to have excitement. Excitement is, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to do anything crazy.
Nicko the Sicko.
Nicko the Sicko, man.
It just
excitement is like women just love to be loved and recognized.
Absolutely.
That is exciting to them.
Yeah.
Like Sir said, if you tell your woman, ooh, girl,
damn.
Shit, man, you know what that
tearing that
does to
shit
her
up
day?
Shit.
You know what that does to her day if she wake up and you tell her that and she getting ready to go to work or something? Bro, that stick her chest out. Nigga, just like me, like, wow, man, you did it. You stick
every
your chest
morning I tell my
I-
wife I love her before I leave.
I
Every
disagree
morning.
with that a little bit, just in the sense of, like, me being a single man and dealing with these single women and everything like that.
But
that's not a relationship.
That's not a relationship.
You
That's
got to build a relationship.
Yeah.
You're not going to be in a relationship. You meet a girl today, tomorrow, and say y'all going to be together. Tomorrow's not a relationship.
Yeah.
I wasn't in a relationship till like 3 years in.
Yeah, you got to build a relationship, bro. It's just like, oh, you my girlfriend, you going to come move in with me? No, you got to learn the flaws, like he said, what to keep your, in communication,
styles.
what she like, what you don't like. Like, once you do all that, then it's a relationship.
I'm about to fuck you up. Chris Rock, shout out Chris Rock.
Shout out Chris Rock.
So Chris Rock said, people get comfortable in relationships and they go cheat.
Yeah.
So what he used was, y'all don't kill me for this, new pussy and old pussy.
Oh yes, I saw.
You see that shit?
So good.
He said, there's things when you in a relationship that you forget when you go cheat with a new girl. He said, what if you go and you get cheat with the new girl and then you want to eat? New pussy can't cook.
Old pussy can.
Old pussy can make a whole meal.
Chill out, like for real.
He said, what you do if your kids need help with their homework?
Yeah.
New pussy can't
do
read.
homework. Yeah.
Old pussy
Old
can.
pussy got a diploma.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. He say, so what you do is you find a way to turn that old pussy into new pussy.
Yup,
I hate to say it
exactly.
like that, but that's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what is excitement is.
There's deep
Right,
wisdom.
exactly.
You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
good
If you
term.
feel like
Yeah.
you tired of that's
Turn that old pussy
you tired
into new
of,
pussy. I like
having
that.
sex with your girl, nigga, do some role playing.
Yeah.
Have her dressed up like Penny Proud or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just saying something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Punky Brewster or something.
Whatever floats your boat.
Whatever you like. Just something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Not
But
crazy,
that's the trick.
Yes.
Not crazy,
That's
Nicko.
the trick.
Yeah,
man.
you gotta keep that spark too.
And figuring that
Yeah.
out and
I
having
like that
strong
saying,
communication.
New pussy can't
Make,
cook.
make,
Man.
nah, make that old pussy your
New
new
pussy,
pussy.
yeah.
You ain't gotta go searching for it. It's right there in front of you.
Yeah.
You just gotta make it that new pussy.
Yeah.
Shout out Chris Rock.
Shout out Chris
Yeah.
Rock, his
You know what I'm
content.
saying? But yeah,
That's
man,
funny.
That's all it is, bro. Like I said, knowing yourself, you will know how to do those things.
This is the other thing about, I think it's important, like a man can only be so successful on his own. Right? You can
True
be the
story.
most masculine of the masculine man out there, but be missing that feminine. And there's like examples in movies and in culture and stuff like that of that. And so again, I think if you want to be the best version of yourself, you need to find some divine feminine to create some polarity with and build a relationship.
Yeah, man. You know what?
Go ahead.
No,
go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say I would be interested to have our wives in here,
Right?
And see what their thoughts of on being a woman
Yeah.
of a, you know what I'm saying, like the woman of a.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah, dude.
I
I'm just saying. What if they what if they in here? You gotta turn that old little dick into a big
Yeah,
new
I
dick.
tell you, dog. How you like it now, motherfucker? I don't like it. I don't like
I'm
it.
scared now.
You don't
Maybe
wanna
I'm
do
wrong.
that.
Yeah, you're right. I started thinking about it.
Yeah,
Never mind.
good idea.
Never
We'll
mind.
pass.
Like, for real, that's what you think? No. I thought we was in a
Cut
perfect
this shit. Hit
relationship.
the mute button.
Yeah.
Cut this
I
shit.
thought we was in a perfect relationship. That's funny. Good shit, man.
Thank you guys for, having this conversation with us.
Oh, it was
I
great.
mean, there's more to be had. I mean, this is just the surface, right? But it's fun to talk about it.
It
In
is.
these moments, I learn. I get to verbalize some of these things in my head. I'll be like, okay, it doesn't sound as crazy,
Well, we all
in my
learned a
head.
little something, too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, I learned you can throw your old pussy into new pussy.
See?
I learned that today.
Yeah.
Chris, I'm coming home. Baby, I got something for your ass. No,
New baby.
I've been
Got a
doing
brand new
that.
baby.
I've been doing that.
Yeah,
But
man.
good shit.
Like I said, though, in relationships, man, in life, it's all about knowing yourself. I know I sound like
It
a
all
broken-
starts with that. It all starts with knowing
Man,
yourself.
that is, to me,
Yeah.
that is the main thing. Because if you know yourself, you'll find your purpose. And finding your purpose leads to everything else.
Yep.
bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It
Like,
takes a while
and,
sometimes.
and it does. Some people, like I said, you see people on the road, stop, some turning around going backwards.
Yeah.
Because they don't know.
I feel like in the past 4 years, and I'm 40 years old. In
Yeah.
the past 4 years, my life is finally, after this long,
I hear you.
it's finally going the right damn way. And I'm not saying
took
like
me
me and
30-some
I'm not
years.
saying me and my wife has like fucking
Perfect, yeah.
fought and did all this shit. I'm just saying as a man with the
Yeah.
for my role as a man, I think I'm really on the right track because, I'm finna buy a house now.
Yeah.
Land, I'm providing for my family as paying rent, I'm on the last 4 years has really turned
Yeah,
for me.
I hear you.
4 years ago, I don't want to go back to that Todd.
No,
you know what
me
I'm saying?
neither.
To that serve.
Yep.
I'm perfectly comfortable with the person that I am becoming as an older
Yes.
man.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what
and
it
took
takes.
a lot of mistakes and
Yo,
wrong turns and stopping at
my
the gas
20s,
station
damn.
trying to figure out
Yo.
where I'm going. Now I know where the fuck I'm going.
Exactly.
Straight.
I'm not falling and I'm not
Nope.
taking that left turn
Nope.
again. No.
And,
Nope.
and not just like relationship with your woman, but when you driving down that road, you might pick up a hitchhiker or two that mean you no good, fam.
Yep.
100%.
Hard.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You might pick up a hitchhiker that mean you no
No
good.
good.
And my argument right there, I don't think what I went through wasn't a bad thing. It was just
It's all learning opportunities.
learning opportunity and life experience because I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if I wasn't trying to drive myself to chase that person,
But
and better myself.
Are you doing it for you now, though?
I'm doing it for me now. It took me almost a year and a half, instead of thinking about that person, to do it for me. And you know what? I have them high days to where I'm all like, hey, I'm doing better. I'm doing this. I got this. And I think to myself, hey, I'll be able to provide. But in the sense of coming home, there ain't no more home cooked meals. You know, whenever you get in that sense of a comforting cycle, and you know there's stuff missing. So whenever I go home now, there is no home cooked meal. There is nobody.
Nephew, how old are you?
I'm 24, going on 25.
Fuck a home cooked meal.
Baby.
Let me
You
tell
gotta learn how to be alone.
Let me tell you some real gangster
Independent.
shit. You young. Go do all the shit that you need to do now.
No,
That way, when you get to a certain age,
Like you just heard me.
you will have
I'm 40.
them home cooked meals.
Yeah.
You will have you won't have that temptation or none of that, because once you get in a relationship at that young of age, I was married. Remember, I was 19 and I got married. I got divorced because I was 19, I got married, and I didn't get to do shit.
And you was looking for that home cooked meal when you shouldn't have been.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
At that age.
When the age you at right now, you need to eat fast food.
And you need to be
And it's just a metaphor for
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Fast food is good for you right now, because when you get to them home cooked meals, you at home.
You don't know light until you experience darkness,
Yeah.
right?
In the sense of that, the hitchhiker that I picked up, I mean,
Ain't nothing wrong with picking up hitchhikers.
Okay.
You young right now.
they were just a little bit older than me. So what they had and what they were doing, it was just.
You also figuring out what you want in a woman.
Yeah, that's
not
what I said,
not a
like,
kid,
you
not a
don't-
girl, a woman.
She was older. He said she was older, but at the same time, some people still on the road. She might, like you, me and you had these conversations.
Yeah.
She done turned around a few times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She done pulled over at the gas station a few times, right?
Your hitchhiker done picked up a few
You
hitchhikers.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, you need to go do you. And what I mean by that is find yourself,
Make a bunch of fucking money,
make a whole bunch of money,
have a high value skill.
and that, and also do what you need to do with these women.
And I mean,
You gotta find what you like, because you don't know what you like if you only been with 2 or 3 women.
that's what I'm starting to finally realize. And I mean, I told you that a year and a half ago. My crazy ass idea about the whole $10,000.
Yep.
Yeah, that was crazy as shit.
That's still crazy today.
It's still crazy today too.
No, that's
But-
Oh, now they want to know.
You can
gotta
do a lot
tell
of strange versus
$10,000, I know.
change, you know?
I know. Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
The $10,000 was
Allegedly.
allegedly the $10,000 I was gonna give to her daughter, because her daughter is starting a company and everything like that. And I probably won't be able to see her mother again, or the woman, and so I was just gonna give that $10,000 to her. And in my mind, in my fucked up mind, I was thinking like, oh well, you know what, freaking, that's one good final deed that I could do for her after I did that one bad freaking thing that I did.
Did you do it? Give her the 10?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Dude.
What?
Can I,
Did he just say not yet?
Well, here, I think there's a point in there. And, like, I recently went through a situation, not like that, but to where I wanted to play the role of, like, taking from myself and giving to
But it
someone
sounds
else
like you're being used.
in order to, like, a self-sabotage, like, to almost make me feel like a good person, or I'm just being nice. I'm that nice guy.
Yeah, because
And there's something that's a self-hating type of attribute, right?
I feel like
that's the
you
one
did-
thing. That's the one
Go
thing that
ahead.
I'm missing is loving myself. I've
Yes.
got it hardwired in my brain that I don't love myself. I love making
Other
other
people.
people happy and seeing
But
them
why
smile.
is
But
that,
you gotta
right? You
be
have to go
happy,
through
yeah.
that, and that's that deep observation, man.
And I've observed it, and I've observed everything else. But for some reason, in my mind, in my fucked up mind, it's hardwired to where it's all like, no, you will never. And I got to break that hardwiring to where I love myself more. But right now, and
find another way of making people happy other than giving you money and what you know.
Be alone. The more alone that you can be in this moment, I'm talking about monk status, dude. Monk status.
But you can go buy some pussy.
But that's not the point, right? Buying pussy doesn't fix self-loving yourself.
But
no, it does not.
Hold on, wait. Let me explain what I meant.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't, but in
No,
your situation,
go buy some pussy.
in your situation,
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
But
Are you really
you still have
looking
to be
for-
monk status and get in here.
are you really looking for a home cooked meal, or are you just looking for something warm to lay next?
Bro, you can go to Cheddar's, get a cooked from scratch kitchen.
That's why I'm asking.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
you
why I'm
got
asking.
enough money, hire a chef.
Were you really looking for a home cooked meal, or just someone warm to lay next to you?
And again, as men, we think
looking for somebody to lay next to me and the home cooked meal.
and to stroke the ego, right? And to be like, you're my man,
So
all
you
that
can
shit.
go to Cheddar's, like Jared said, get a home cooked meal, and go buy some pussy.
Yeah.
And continue on your journey.
On your monk status.
Right now, I'm telling you, I got married when I was 19. Right now, you were young. You have a chance to do what we just now doing. You hear? He said,
kid when I was 18.
just now. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Jared, we getting to where we need to be now.
Yeah, 100%.
If we would have did what we telling you to do now,
15 years ago.
man, we would have been millionaires now.
Totally.
If we would have known what our music would have did 10, 15 years ago, we would have been.
Like you said, you was gonna give them 10,000. 10,000? Hell, you can go find somebody to invest in for 10,000.
Invest into yourself. Don't invest into no fucking buddy or no business. Invest into your own education, your wardrobe, your fucking hygiene, your anything and everything that can position you in a position of success. Because if you're not the dude that beautiful women who have it together and are looking for a man want to choose, they're not going to choose you. Pimps don't choose, they get chose. You have to be something worth choosing. And that's where that self-awareness, the mission, investing into yourself.
And when you say investing in yourself, I'm starting to realize that now.
Juicy J.
And then
invest.
And I was talking with Mike yesterday about it. I had about $5,000. I saved up, worked hard to get it saved up, and that money I was putting towards that, the 10,000. I was putting that money towards that, and then I started thinking, and I started observing.
I need to meet this girl.
Me too, for real.
That
I might start investing too. I'm playing.
I should
We all start investing.
I should invest in myself, and so that $5,000 I was saving up on top of the other money that I have saved up with it, I took that $5,000 and just started investing in myself. Instead of investing it towards that, I took that money and invested in myself. And I mean,
how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel a whole lot better about myself and gives me a lot more confidence and said, hey, I'm doing this like I told you yesterday.
So say you give her that 10,000, what's gonna happen next?
He's not done, 'cause I'm
right. Say if
It's
you
a
did
black
though,
hole.
what would you get out of it?
Nothing.
And in my mind, it's peace, because right now it's not peace in my mind about that.
I'm not finna give y'all no money, but I sure will give you one of my cooked wings, and I feel
Nah,
good with that smile on your
What
face.
I was gonna tell, what I meant by, I guess that's investing in yourself too, but what I meant by investing in something else, so say Sheriff is starting his food truck.
Yeah.
This is like investing in yourself, but it's also investing in somebody that fucks with you. You feel me? Say he's starting his food truck and he say, well, I need 10,000 to form my food truck. You do your contracts, you get your percentage. So you technically are investing in yourself, but you're investing into that company too.
Mm-hmm.
True.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Good.
So,
I like the concept.
Yeah, because
Totally.
I didn't want you to be like, hey, just get somebody $10,000, invest that. You know what I'm saying?
At this point, since you know you're not just like financially stable, every dollar you make should go directly into yourself. You know, there's this again concept as we close up, but it's like, you know, men or boys are born into the world with zero status, zero anything. If anything, boys come out taken. And girls, when they're born with inherent value.
Yep, princesses.
Princesses.
Yeah.
Girls are just they're born with value. All they have to do is grow up, be smart, be pretty, be compliant,
But you know,
and they're valuable. Boys, you piece of shit. Go make a job. Go earn some money.
Yeah.
All you do is eat my food. All you do is dirty my house. You're good for nothing.
But not my princess.
But not my princess.
Yeah.
So as boys, we don't come into this thing like set up.
but you know why? I think society forgets a woman can't make a baby by themselves. I really think since
Yeah,
they
but
got
it
to
takes more of
the independent status, how well in the 50s or 40s, a woman stayed at home, took care of the kids, took care of the house.
Traditional
Yeah,
roles.
traditional
roles.
And a man made sure all
Provided
of,
and protected.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That. And now it done got, it's different now. Everything is just, we in a relationship and you do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
I do whatever the fuck I want. We
But
try
is
to
that
make this
really
shit
working?
happen.
I think that's
It
the
doesn't.
question we're asking now, since we've had
It
a
doesn't.
years
That's
of
why
that.
women, that's why there's so many people going to cheat on each other, because it don't work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why you have so many younger couples that get married at a younger age but then divorced. So a dude can be divorced 2 times over by the time he's even 30 years old because...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Again, what is he? There could be a bunch of problems, and these things aren't just like gender related. There's all types of intersex couples and all that have masculine, feminine roles. But at the end of the day, create that polarity, have self-awareness. As a man, we need to have a definite purpose.
Yep.
We need to be able to
Definitely.
provide and protect. We need to be able to be in touch with our feminine side, but not driven by our feminine side, right? That's the superior man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that feminine side shit. If
need
you're
to
in touch with that, bro, like I said, that shit will stop a lot of arguments.
Totally, right?
But do you have some sort of sense of purpose you want to work toward?
Yeah.
That's good. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
I do.
And it can
I do have a
change.
sense of what I want to do, and yes, it's going to change. It's going to evolve over time
Yeah.
to where
It's that time.
the idea either gets bigger or the idea changes altogether.
Yeah.
And that's the sense of it.
Dig it. All right, guys.
It's that time.
Thank you for coming out. That was
Yeah.
a crazy conversation.
Yeah, it was a good one,
And,
man.
I appreciate
Dude,
y'all having
here we
me
go,
on.
bringing it to the table.
Nicko the Sicko.
Nicko the Sicko.
My man, sir.
What it do? What it do?
So on the scale from, I gotta ask one more
Okay.
time. On the scale from sickness, 1 through 10, where you consider yourself?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I consider myself an 11. I just don't show
Oh,
it.
shit.
And that's probably why you ain't got no girlfriend right now.
There you go.
You're 11.
That was big.
That's horrible.
All right, guys.
That's sick. That's
Cool.
some sick
That's
shit.
some sick shit.
Yeah.